Hello, beautiful crafty people. Michelle here, and welcome back to my Makery. Sorry, it's a really big mess in here, and I just took a little video to show you that, and I paused it and then put you on my tripod, and then I deleted it because I'm a numpty. So if I remember, I will take a little bit at the end. I will take you on a little tour of how disgusting this room is. Okay, sorry, I've been MIA for quite some time. My crojo completely disappeared. My round to it was broken, and I was completely out of to give about anything. Really, I don't know what was going on with me. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Actually, I lie, I've got a really sore throat, but it's numb at the moment from medication, and when that wears off, I can't swallow, and it hurts like crazy. But, so I'm trying to get this done because I keep making excuses. I can't do it because my yarn room's a mess. I can't do it because my throat's sore. I can't do it because I'm too tired. I'm just going to do it. Alright, so welcome back. I hope people are coming back to see what I've been up to. I haven't been up to a lot because, as I said, my crojo disappeared. It only came back very recently and in very small increments. Like, I'm not in the state of doing any big projects or amazingly talented projects. I'm doing very basic, very boring, quite small projects. Although I am about to start on some bigger ones, and we'll talk about that in a wee bit. Now, I have written some notes so I don't forget. First of all, I want to say, last time I think I was talking about going down to see my son, who is in the South Island of New Zealand, which is a big deal for us people here, even though to a lot of other countries the distance isn't that far. It's a big deal. It's overseas almost, you know, because you have to cross the Cook Strait and go, is it the Cook Strait? Yeah, and go to another island. So we flew because driving is like a 2-day drive, and you have to go on the ferry, which takes hours, and I get motion sickness, so we flew, and we had a wonderful time visiting my son down there, and it was great to see him and his fiance Samantha. That was awesome. That was great. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Anyway, so it was wonderful to see them. We had a great time. I bought some yarn while I was down there, and I haven't even showed you. It's nothing fantastic. We went to Spotlight in Christchurch, and they had a really good sale at the time. I got a couple of million bags of yarn that I liked. I bought some blue yarn. Well, Sam picked it because she liked my sunglasses case that I had that I'd made myself, and she asked if I would make her one, and I said sure. So we went and she picked out the yarn, and I made that for her. And I pretty much hadn't made anything since then until just before Christmas, when I quickly started making some washcloths. But anyway, I digress. So we had a great time down there. We went on a scenic train to Kaikoura and got to see some seals there. Went to a classic car museum, which has a 50s style diner, which was really cool. And that was about it. But it was really great to see my son. I know some people had asked me about that, so I thought I would fill that in. Right. So I started to crochet some washcloths before Christmas because I had gone to the market and bought some beautiful handmade soap. Sorry, I'm tired all the time. Even if I get enough sleep, I'm still tired. Always tired. I try to fall asleep at work sometimes, not on purpose. Just my body decides I need to sleep. What was I saying? Oh, right. So I bought this beautiful soap. and so I decided to make some washcloths to go with it as some gifts for Christmas. But they've all been given, so I can't show you those washcloths. But then I started making not doilies. I did, but that's not what I was talking about. Coasters, because they're simple and quick, and I like them. So I whipped a few of them up out of some scraps, and then I thought, I wonder how much I can get out of one ball of yarn. And no, that was, I wonder how much I can make from one ball of yarn. And so I made a water bottle holder, a washcloth, and I think almost 4 doilies from a ball of cotton from Spotlight. Oh, sorry, but it was a bigger ball. It wasn't the Flinders cotton. It was the like shadow or something. I can't remember. I am going to try and keep all my ball bands this year for yarn that I use. So I do have some downstairs, I think. Or maybe one, because the rest of stuff I use so far was scraps. Anyway, I have a basket of stuff here I'm going to show you that I've made since just before Christmas. So anyway, I then got a ball of Flinders cotton and decided, right, how many coasters can I make out of one ball of Flinders cotton? So I made, first of all, I just made plain round coasters with, if you see the edge on them is just single crochet, chain 1 single crochet. Right, each stitch has a single crochet in it, but I chain 1 in between, and it just gives that kind of like a ruffly bit. So I made 4 of those. I haven't woven in my ends, but that's a goal for this year, is to start weaving in my ends as I go, because otherwise I end up with bags full of stuff that look like jellyfish because they've got tentacles. So I got 4 of those, and then I got 3 of these ones with the scallops, and then I got this one. I didn't think I had enough yarn left to do the scallops, so I went white on there, but then I did make, this will be a little chapstick holder. I just need to put the ring thing on there, and this one is made with, I think, half double crochets. I did that, so it's a bit different to the ones I normally do. And then I have made 4 of these, and these are all made from Flinders cotton, which is from Spotlight. So yeah, 4 in that colour. I have 2 in this colour, and the craze for making coasters started because I needed to make one for myself, because the ones I had needed to go in the wash, and I needed a new coaster. So I quickly made myself one, and then I just kind of caught the bug and just kept making them. I don't know what they're for. I mean, I know what they're for. They're for putting your cup on, but I haven't made them for any particular reason. I'm not sure if there's more in here. Yes, there is. Before I got on the coaster kick, I got on the scrunchy kick, because I made a couple as Christmas gifts, and I also made these Christmas ones. I made a couple for myself to wear to work, and a couple to give to friends for Christmas, to, you know, to wear to work and stuff. So, and then there's a couple of extras that I was going to gift, and I never got round to it. And then I made these ones. It's out of a chenille type yarn. So there's 5 of those. And then, oh, there's the water bottle holder I said I made. It doesn't have the strap fully attached, but this is, I think this one is a cotton acrylic blend, this one. But, so there's that. Oh, and there's another one of those coasters, but this one was made with a smaller hook, so if you see, it is a bit smaller. Not much, but it is a bit smaller. Another chapstick holder. Oh, here's the one of my washcloths. So I must have done a spare one. So that one's the lemon peel stitch, which I really like for washcloths. It looks really nice. And then there's just a plain one. That one's just double crochet. I think the plan was to give this one to my brother for his birthday with a few other bits and pieces. Oh, with a coaster that I made him. These coasters are from the same ball of yarn, but they all turned out different. I thought there was another one. I can't give him 3 coasters. Anyway, there's a chapstick thingy. Oh, it's 2 more of these colour coasters. Oh, and look, but wait, there's more coasters. Told you I was on a tangent. I hadn't crocheted for like a couple of months. I hadn't crocheted for a couple of months. I just had no desire whatsoever to pick up a crochet hook. And I had these new books I'd bought, and I just didn't even want to do anything out of them. But that one's funny looking, but that's just the way the yarn came out. And that one I put a different scrap around the edge because why not? I quite like that one. So that's all the coasters and stuff I've been doing. And during this time, I did not watch any yarny videos either, which is terrible. I got way behind on all the cows I was supposed to be participating in. I had purchased the Crochet Society Advent, and I had been planning on doing that on my channel, and that arrived and I didn't even open it. It's still sitting there in the box. I had a quick look when it arrived, but it's still sitting there right there. So yeah, and so I've been trying to tidy up my craft space, but it's a mission. It's definitely a mission because I have a very small space and a lot of stuff. And it's just like moving stuff around. So a big plan for me this year is to de-stash. To get rid of crap, sorry for the language, but stuff I've been holding on to for years that I don't use. Like, hello, my name is Michelle and I'm a craftaholic. I have craft supplies for just about any craft you could imagine, and I don't do them. But I might want to. So I have the stuff. Which is silly because I have a very small house and it is bursting at the seams full of stuff I've collected over the last 20 to 30 years. Some of it has never been used. Like I had some yarn, I think I mentioned, that I bought for my son when he was small to make him a sweater. My son will be 22 next month. That yarn has been sitting there for about 18 years. Anyway, enough of getting down on myself. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to de-stash some yarn. I will probably donate what I don't want, but I'm also going to do some stash busting things, like making some blankets for charity, using just whatever. I'm going to stop saving things for good. I'm going to stop saying, oh, I can't use that, I've only got one ball left. Why? Why am I keeping one ball? For what? And I'm going to start using up some scraps because I have a huge, like 80-litre tote, which is like 2/3 full of scrap. 8-ply DK yarn. It's not including the other tote full of 4-weight yarn. Or the other one with blanket yarn. So, and that's scraps. So, and another plan is I have to go to some markets and try and sell some of my stuff. Because I have right there 4 big boxes of stuff that I have made. It's just sitting there taking up space. So I need to start going to the markets and seeing if I can sell some, or start giving it away. Why am I keeping it all? I'm going to end up on one of those TV shows where they have to come and dig you out of your house because it's so full of stuff. And I'm going to stop randomly buying yarn. I've tried real hard. I haven't actually bought anything this year. It is only the 11th of January, but that in itself is still pretty good for me. 11 days. And I didn't buy any in December either. No, I didn't. Apart from the Advent, but I actually pre-ordered that way before. And I did get my Crochet Society box for January turned up the other day, and I wasn't very impressed with it. But I'm pretty sure that's my last box, because I got a subscription for a year. Must have been Christmas last year. The year before. So I'm pretty sure that's my last one anyway. And I don't think I'm going to resubscribe, because I have not made anything with any of that stuff. I think I've used a pen, a couple of crochet hooks, and maybe the scissors. The mini scissors I got, the folding scissors in one of the boxes. Fantastic. Love them. But everything else is not. So I'm going to start doing some other stuff and start using some of that yarn for other things. So let's get on to the other things. I have just finished watching a video from Jennifer at FIBREFLUX, who is doing her Granny Stashdown challenge again this year. And I thought, right, I'm going to do that, because, I mean, as I said, I had that bucket, huge bucket of scraps. So that's what I will be doing. I will be joining Jennifer and everybody else who is participating in the Granny Scrapdown challenge. It is Granny Stashdown challenge, I think. I'll have it all linked below. But also with that, I have a scrap blanket I started, I think it was 3-4 years ago. I'm going to finish that if I can remember what size hook I was using. I'm pretty sure I was just doing single crochets, which is why it took so long. I'll have to have a look. I might have to unravel a few stitches to try and pick it, but I think it's singles. I have to have a look, because I haven't looked at it for a while. But I have moved it by my chair downstairs and put the bin of scraps there in preparation. I did that like 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't touched it, but baby steps. And what was the next thing? Oh, and I started watching some videos again. You might have noticed I've started to comment on a few things. I don't comment on everything I watch, but I do always like everything I watch. But I have just started to comment again and watch some videos. So I'm going to be participating. I know, here we go again, in a couple of cows. Unfortunately for me and my commitment issues, they are both 12-month cows, which I have problems with if you look at the other cows. But in saying that, they shouldn't be too hard to keep on top of. And they're both with Litsa. So I'm going to be doing, she has your Dress Your Doll or something. I will link it below, where she has picked some designers and some patterns for 18-inch doll clothes. And she will be drawing, well, she has this fancy wheel that she spins. So she's going to be spinning that wheel and choosing a pattern. Now, I did write down, I thought I wrote down, I didn't. Anyhow, I will link that below as well. Oh no, it's in my other book. I left my other notebook downstairs. But the first pattern she drew out was for a doll's skirt. Excuse me. Oh. A doll skirt. For an 18-inch doll from Pretty Stitches. I'm not sure. That will all be linked below as well. So anyway, I went into my scrap bin and I got some purple yarn and some white yarn, and I made this little 18-inch doll skirt. I do have an 18-inch doll that I purchased last year because I wanted to make doll clothes for Rose Likes Crochet's wings donations, but I didn't. But now I'm making doll's clothes. So I made this pretty skirt. Isn't it pretty? And the pattern is easy and really, really fun to do. I actually really enjoyed making that. I mean, it's not a big thing, but I didn't have enough of the purple, so I did put some white along the bottom, and I think that looks pretty cool. So I made that one, and they just have a drawstring in the waist, which I have made, but I don't know where it's gone. Probably lost it. And then I made this one out of another scrap in my scrap bin. This one is a tiny bit shorter because I didn't quite have enough yarn. And then I made this one. So I've made 3 for her Cal already. Look at me go. And then I was, I've been cleaning up my room as well, which backs onto this, because this is kind of like a closety part. And, because everything's just been dumped in these 2 spaces. And I found a whole lot of earrings that I had lost, because I don't really have anywhere to put them. I have a small doily on the wall that I stick earrings in, but I wanted to make a bigger one to put on a ring like Julie at KSMOMCROCHET has on the wall in her space. I wanted to make myself one of those. So I got my pattern book and I found a doily, and I thought, right, because I'm using bigger yarn and a bigger hook, it's going to turn out big enough for my ring and it will be fit for purpose. It's not. It's tiny. That's the whole thing. Look at that teensy weensy little thing. Now that's my own fault, because I did grab the book, the doily book called Little Doilies. But I thought using a bigger, because this is a 4-ply, I thought using a 4-ply and a 3.25, I think, millimeter hook instead of the 1 point something in the pattern, that it would turn out bigger. So I would hate to think how small that actually would have been if I'd used the correct hook and yarn. It would have been teensy, like just this size. Anyhow, so that's not fit for purpose. That's like coaster size. So I need to make another one. I did enjoy making that though, and it did work out really fast because, you know, because it's tiny. But yeah, I do need to make another one of those. But so that's pretty much all I've made lately since Christmas. But is it all? Oh, the other Cal that Litsa is doing is a Birthstone Cal, and she's doing that in collaboration with Rose from Rose Loves Crochet, Likes Crochet. I always go to say loves because Rose loves crochet. But so the Birthstone Cal is every month for the 12 months you make something that coordinates with the birthstone for that month. And I thought I could do that. Doesn't matter what it is, it just has to be in that colour. I could do that. And then I was watching Julie at KSMOMCROCHETS, who's she's a good friend of mine. Hey Julie, yes. I was watching her video and she's making a blanket. And I thought, I could do that. And then I thought, you know what? I have so many blankets that are not finished that I really shouldn't start another one. Especially if I'm going to do the granny stash down as well, which is another blanket. So I don't know. I have to go through all my whips. That's why they're piled here. So I can see exactly what I need to finish. And maybe frog some things, because I know there's some things in there that carried over from the previous year into last year. So, and they've been sitting there for a couple of years. They probably aren't going to get finished, but we'll see. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make a blanket, because I only need to do a few rows of each colour, because 12 months, so it's 12 colours. If I did 4 or 5 rows of each colour, it depends if I separate each month with a, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do a blanket yet, but I need to decide, because, you know, we're a third of the way through January already. Like, my goodness. Or I did think I could make like a buddy bear or a buddy bunny or something for each month in the Birthstone colours. So I might do that. I don't know if I have the colours. Bound to. Hey, seriously. I'm being stupid, aren't I? Yep. I'm bound to have the colours. And if I'm going to just do a buddy bear, then I will have enough, because you only need a little bit of yarn. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you don't know what a buddy bear is, I will link that below as well. Buddy bear is a pattern designed by Cassandra at CRAFTABLYEVERAFTER, and it is one of my favourites. Do I have a buddy bear here? No, I don't, but I do have a buddy bunny. So this is the bunny adaptation of the buddy bear pattern. So I could even do bunnies and bears, but I love this pattern. Love this pattern. So yeah. So that's one idea. I could do that, or do the blanket. Or I could do the blanket, you know, and a bear that coordinates. Who knows? Who knows? Now, what else did I have coming up? Oh, eventually, I think Canada Post has started to post, and I'm not sure how many other places the Amigurumi World Tour book has to go to before it comes to me, but I really do need to look and see what I have left to choose from and get ready for that when it comes my way. It can't be far away now. I'll have to check the list and see how many more places until my turn, and I do need to do some more of those projects, because I haven't done one for a long time. I also have not done past week 6 on Jenny's A Year of Granny Squares Cal. I feel awful, but I just, like I said, I lost my crojo. I lost my everything. I just didn't care about anything, like even work, Christmas, everything. That's what it is. Hey? Yeah. Now, what else? So, yeah. Oh, another goal. It's not a goal, but it's something I'm going to work towards for this year, is I want to use my books. So if I have to make something, I want to use a pattern I already have instead of getting a tutorial or a pattern off the internet, off Etsy or Ravelry or YouTube or whatever. I want to start using my books, because I've hardly used my books, and I have a lot, because I like to buy things, and I do love books. I just this morning sorted out my books downstairs. Actually, I started this morning. I only just finished, and it's like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, and I'm getting rid of 2 boxes full of novels, like fiction books that I've read and don't need to keep, because they're not ones I will read again. And just decided to keep the ones that I will read again. or ones that I haven't read yet. So that's whittled down that stash a bit. But I still have more books than I have bookcase. Yep. And here I'm running out of space. So I can't really buy any more books until I start using up some of this yarn so that I have spaces to put more books. Yes, that's the plan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use some of the yarn or get rid of some of the yarn, because I went a bit crazy a few years ago when the malinged bags were on sale at Spotlight for like $7 or $6.50 for a while, and I bought a lot because I'd got quite a lot of money for Christmas and I'd got a bonus or something, and so I had money sitting there to spend, and I bought lots of millions, and some of them I don't think I'll ever use because they're not yarn I actually like, but it was cheap, so I bought it. Yeah, I've got to stop doing that. I've got to stop buying stuff just because it's cheap or it's on special. I need to actually rationalise that it will be used and what it will be used for, because a lot of yarns that I used to buy I don't use anymore because I've become a bit of a yarn snob, or I've found I don't like to use that for what I had, you know, purchased it for, and I'm using something else. So, and I suppose I have found more places to buy yarn than I had before. I now buy a lot online, whereas I used to just buy a lot of budget yarn from budget stores and stuff, and that stuff is absolute bollocks most of the time. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff I can donate. I have thought of putting a box together to take over the road. I live across the road from a care hospital, and it has a wing for elderly people. So I thought I could take some over there, because I know when my nana was in there for a couple of years before she passed away, and they used to get yarn donated and stuff, and the patients would knit toys and stuff, and then they would sell them in the office, sell them to make money for the hospital, because it's a small community hospital. It's not got major funding or whatever. Yeah. So I might do that. Oh, and something else I wanted to do is Rose at ROSELIKESCROCHET is doing her, she's for charity, the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. And this month's project is a shamrock. I might try and make a couple and just leave them lying around like this is your lucky day. You've got some good luck coming your way or something in a little baggie, and I don't know. I'll look it up and see what other people are writing on theirs, and might leave a couple at the park. My work is right next to a playground, so maybe a couple in the playground, and there's a park bench right outside where a lot of people come and sit and have their lunch, or there's some homeless that hang out there, so maybe something like that. Yeah, I know I've rambled on. I've probably made no sense whatsoever. I've gone from this topic to that topic. It's all because there's so much going on up here that I want to talk to you about, and I feel awful that I haven't been on for so long, that I just wanted to tell you everything. And so my brain keeps squirreling off in different directions. I'm really, really sorry. But I'm really, really excited to talk to you again. And I'm really happy that I started to crochet again. I am thinking I might go down and work on one of my scrap blankets, but I also have a really strong urge to make a whale. I don't know why. In particular, I want to make the whale from the Whimsical Stitches book, because I made one at the beginning, because that was the first project that Cassandra made. And I now have some other yarn I would quite like to try to make a whale with. But I also want to make a toad plant. But see, these are all things I've already made. I need to use books I haven't used and make new things. But I'm really in the I don't know, and the repetitious kind of doing the same comfort stage. I'm talking to myself, sorry mate.
Oh,
I'm recording. Okay. Sorry, my son wants me. I'm just about finished. Yeah. I think we'll leave it at that. I hope everybody is well. I know there's some horrible fires going on in America at the moment. I hope everybody is safe and you're getting the comfort and support that you need if you need it. And know that there are prayers and heartfelt warm wishes being sent to you from all over the world from so many people who just can't imagine what you're going through right now. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.